question is, you have a motion, Mr. Mayor, for approval of the consent agenda and the first item on the agenda. Motion and a second. That's probably order if the council wants to pass this. That's up to the council, as far as I know. They can hold it separately, or they can do it.
In the town code, it does say that at the request of any council member, any item can be removed from the consent agenda, and that was requested. So I think we ought to handle the business one step at a time, not two items at a time.
Well, they can call for the question, Mr. Mayor, and then you can pull it out again, I guess, if the council wants to, or if you want to.
Okay. All right, we'll just do it that way. We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? I have some discussion. I would like to know some more checks in this tab. There are the four outstanding checks, the largest checks. I'd like to know who is receiving that kind of salary. I have not received an answer to the last week's question, the last council meeting's question about who's getting paid what. So.
Mr. Mayor, first of all, do you have a motion and a second for the consent agenda? You need to call a question on that first, before the next item.
We had a motion and a second. I asked for a discussion.
Oh, okay, I thought
This is under discussion. Okay. All right. And the discussion is there are four checks starting with $2,441.88, $2,063.25, $1,865.80, and $2,027.68. Those would appear to be the four highest wage earners in our community. I would like to know who they are.
$1,669.02. Is that one of the ones you read?
I believe it's $1,865.80.
Are these all in the direct deposit?
They're in the direct deposit section, yes.
I'm going to have to look those up because they're not just expired.
I hope we're going to have an answer. We still haven't had one from the questions last week, last time.
When you gave us a public records request, Mayor, you did not specify what dates they were, and that made it very difficult because we, as you can see, we issue quite a few checks.
Yes, that was discussed at the last council meeting. You could not possibly be so uninformed as to not know that I was talking about those checks in this last consent agenda.
Okay, Mr. Mayor. So it's 1,865.80, 2,441.88, and the other two were 1,750.
They're the four largest checks in the direct deposit.
The four largest checks. Okay.